Gonna miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Judge comes up empty there.
We all know
Yankee Stadium
is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Judge waits. Ripped to short. Zips it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Now
his first at bat was a strikeout.
Ketel Marte.
Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Ripped on a line to center. Beltran snags it for the second out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And there's a foul ball. 0-1 down. And strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That's to third, and that one handled. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As we go for the last of the third. Here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Now this is in the air down the line. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And he swings through.
Now there's a certain point where you have
No
to
balls,
commit
2
to
strikes.
what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting
is the
out
count.
of the zone. On the ground to third. Throws to first. Inning over. Back here at Coors Field, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Ball one there. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Jason Dominguez. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop from his knees to throw. And it beats it. What a play. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Wow.
0-1.
Close to the zone.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
A lot of
No
times
balls,
you'll
2
see
strikes.
a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times.
A swing. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder Carlos Beltran. And that is out of play.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine.
That's a
if
ball.
You're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That one the other way. Marte whips it to first.
He's out.
One out in the bottom of the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Ted
Now
Williams.
batting, right fielder. Williams.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Williams goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, usually in left, but today he's starting in right
Nope.
field. Next offering is downstairs.
So the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. The longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Nope, inside, ball
just
2.
Missed.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. He hauls it in, 2 away. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Willie Castro. First
Ball, that's
offering,
in.
and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that
Nope,
one's
that's
a
a ball.
little bit low. And the count is 2-0. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. And now the lefty. They say he went.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That
3
one
and 2.
just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And
3.
ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's the strikeout. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Grady Sizemore. Valenzuela back to work. Hit hard, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in center field. So that definitely felt good.
0-1's the count.
Now in the box. Comes up empty.
Hey,
Swing there. There's the strike. Popped up. Turner should have it. And out number 1 on the ground. Here's Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Designated hitter, Yordan.
Breaking
Ball 1.
is down and away. Sizemore leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. And it's 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Hey.
Swing and a miss. And he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. Off the
Ball
mark
1.
there. And that is ball
Counts
1.
1-0. Aye.
And
Ball,
misses
that's off the plate.
inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Brooks Lee. Swinging a foul out of play. Line to left. Base hit. And they're their first base runner since the first inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
That
Ball.
misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to
This is
count.
such a tough offense. That pitcher needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage. They're already bruising.
He's got it, and there's one down. Seager stands in down.
Third baseman. Cole.
Pinch hitter coming on. Jose Ramirez. Big spot for him here. That one is absolutely belted. And there's a base hit. The relay, and
He's out.
trying for 2. Now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Tying run in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Judge really on his horse for this one. Brings it in, and that is... All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Ketel Marte. On a line out towards center. Big with 1 goal.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the third baseman, Terry.
Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. 1 for 2. Check swing, and he went strike 1.
0-1.
At first, 1 gone. And
Ball
now it's 2 to
inside.
9. Swing and a
2.
miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That
Ball,
one
that's inside.
2-2. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. And now, Jason Dominguez. That's a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up the middle. They'll be pitching for a double play in this.
0-2.
Ground ball left side. And it's a fair ball. Around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 3-1.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control. Kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. It's just nice.
Infield fly rule, batter's out.
Now it's going to be Brady Sizemore. He's 2 for 2. That one's in there, 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind.
That's a ball.
0-1.
Outside low. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice grab. Jump throw. They get the out, and that will do it. Back here in Denver, and here is Ian Happ. Fouled off left side.
Well, these guys digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They hit 7 line
Ball
drives
1.
already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact.
Ball, that's out.
That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swing and a miss.
2-2
He's
the
out
count.
front that time.
3-2.
Half off. And that one in the air center field. Sizemore settles underneath it. 1 away. Trey Turner
The
now.
batter, number 6.
2 in this
Second
one.
baseman, Turner.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike.
0-1's the count.
Guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That's the third. Tosses across
He's
the
out.
first. Turner is out. Next to hit,
Now
Carlos
batting,
Beltran.
the center field.
He's already homered in this game.
Beltran.
Dominguez makes his way towards it. Brings it in for the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Derek Jeter. And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez. That's through there for a strike. He's 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Nobody out, runner at first. And through the swing, it's a strikeout. Here is Aaron Judge. Swings to that.
Good pitch right there.
0-1.
By a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there.
And it gets by him.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of.
Brendan Little gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Marte
1-0.
up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And that one fouled off.
Could use a ground ball here. Up it in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Pat on a dead sprint, racing back. And he makes the catch. Gil Hodges digs in now.
Ball, that's out.
2 outs. The base runners at first and second. That just misses. And now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge.
That's ball 3.
Up and in, and it's 3-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats. And the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And they're all
About
loaded
4,
up.
that pitch is out.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and absolutely win.
And the ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that's the bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Ted
The
Williams.
right fielder, Ted Williams.
Standing a ground ball, and gets through into center field. And a tying run to the plate. So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Castro. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Check swing, and he went.
0-1's the count.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first.
That one 95 to finish him off. And now it's going to be Brooks Lee. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Pretty amazing.
0-1.
His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first
Inside
pitch of the
ball.
at-bat.
Misses off the inside, and that's ball one. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. With the tying run at the plate, near the bottom of the seventh. Ripped to third. Over to second for
Out.
one. What a double
He's out.
play that was. Inning over. Back here at Coors Field, here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
Now one
No,
miss.
inside.
On its way to the corner, Williams sizing this one up, has room, and he makes the catch. And here's the catcher, Ted
Now back.
Simmons.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
This one in the air, center field. And there are two outs. And now the center fielder, Grady Sizemore.
The center fielder, number 24, Grady Sizemore.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. So digging in, Derek Jeter. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. On the ground to the left.
No,
and
foul
it
ball.
goes just foul. Sizemore off of first with two away. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Makes the catch to the track. Ready for the bottom of the eighth, and now the catcher comes up to him, Carlos Santana. Donaldson back to work. Just
Ball, that's out.
missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by them.
Santana swinging and drive. This one deep, and it's into the bleachers. A laser to left. It's 3-2. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Ball one.
First pitch just misses.
Well, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
This one's really deep, way back there. And it's we are tied. A towering shot. 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. William next.
Outside, that's a ball.
Ball one. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning to the bottom half of the eighth inning.
Hey, two.
It might be time to choke
One ball,
up a little bit.
two
Get that
strikes.
front foot down early, maybe even just spread out.
Three.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Down the line. Makes the catch for the second out. Trey Turner with a chance now. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. The pitch
Aye.
with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1's the count.
And he
Aye.
stays through that one.
0-2 is the count.
Next
Ball.
offering upstairs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch
Ball.
misses.
Down.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just rattles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away. Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls.
Nope.
So a nice
That's
job
inside.
to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
That's ball 2.
Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get
Nope.
in the scoring.
That's inside.
Bases inside. Ball 3.
What do you got?
Swing, that would appeal to third. And a first swing. It's ball 4. First and second. 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Ted Williams. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Swing and
0-1.
And it's 0-1. Step off throw to first.
Be safe.
And he dives back in safely. Turner over at second. Beltran at first. 2 out of the inning. The other way. Flying around third is Turner. He scores and it's the lead. Runner around third. The relay to the
That's it. He's safe.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big time swing at the bat to drive in, too. I'll tell you,
Ball.
you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other
1-1.
way.
1-1 now. Smash to the left side. Gets it to first.
Oh.
Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. We go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Ripped on a line. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. First pitch.
Felix Bautista comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late.
In the air to left center. Beltran on his way over. Into the glove. Runner backs for home. Now a relay to the plate.
He beat it. Safe.
He scores, and it's a 1-run game. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Hey.
6, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game
0-1.
here in the 9th. Just missed. Hard ground ball, base stop.
Got a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
And the count 1-2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Hard hit, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. You can't do much better than that on a pitch
that's a
that
ball.
far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase in the 2-strike count, but he wasn't cool. He hit that
Ball,
ball
that's
really
up there.
well.
And another ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1 out.
2 balls,
Possible
1 strike.
tying and go-ahead runs on base. They get 1.
Oh.
To second, but
He's safe.
too late, safe there. So 2 down now, and here is Jason Dominguez.
Hey.
And misses.
0-1's the count.
That goes the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. And now
one.
Stairs, ball one.
He really committed
1 ball,
to
2
that
strikes, the
fastball
count.
pump at the top of the zone. He does
Three.
The ball game.